Right, so hello and welcome everyone. Thanks for joining our next topics, which is today's topic for our free online lesson. We are focused on Inventor CAM for turning process. Okay, turning CAM. So when we do a turning, when we want to create a CNC turning or lathe machines for CNC, so we need to know a few things. The function of the Inventor 2021 Inventor CAM. Right, so before I go further, let me introduce myself. My name is Shafiq Farhan. Okay, I'm as a product manager, design and manufacturing industry at Acadsystems Sunan Berhad. So I would like to thank everyone that joined from our Zoom live. Mr. Samuel, Mr. Jason, John, Nicholas, and everyone also that joined from our YouTube channel. Okay, so if you have any question that you want to ask, you can chat to our chat box, or if you watch from our YouTube channel, you just drop a chat there. So in this free online lesson, I will start the first agenda. I will introduce first on the functionality of Inventor CAM. So this will be the topics, the first agenda, turning functionality. So in turning itself, it will have a few features or function that we will cover for today. The first one is a profile turning, turning groove, turning face, single groove, chamfer, parts, thread, and another one which is a stock transfer. So this will be the things that already inside Inventor CAM that you can make use of it. So for turning profile, so this will be the idea on your turning profile. If you require to create the type of as just the same like what I'm showing here. So for turning profile, the tools will start move from your stock left or right to another side to here. Okay, same goes to here. If you have an inclined face, the tools will also follow the inclined face. This one we call it as a profile. While for the grooving, okay, so for the groove, the tools will go directly one by one like this. Okay, just go one by one, something like this. So in this case, it will go at this area first, and then next go to this area, continue to this area, and end with this area in case for grooving. For facing, for turning face means you want to clean up one face. So this normally we will start with a turning face first. So you want to make sure that your face in a straight plane before we start moving our tools doing the profile or grooving. Okay, so to access all the button, you will need to install on your PC CAM tab. Later I will show one button, one tab, we call it as a CAM, and you can install the CAM first. Okay, this will be the next one, which is same goes to the groove, but this one only focus on a single groove, only one movement. Okay, the difference between single groove and groove, single groove only go one, while groove will go as many, depends on the clearance that you set, the step over that you set. For chamfering, if you require to create this edge to have some chamfer, so then you just need to use the chamfer features, no need to use the grooving, because when you do grooving, your tools will be look like this. Okay, then you cannot get the right angle for your chamfer. So highly recommended, if you require to create chamfer something like this, then you just need to use chamfer functionality. Okay, for the parts, if you're already done with your object, then you want to cut. Okay, in case your stock is bigger than the original model that you want to create, then you need to cut your object using parts. Okay, means you want to split the body, the original body from the stock. Okay, this one to create a thread. Thread means you want to make a screw thread. Okay, just use these features. Okay, and another one which is a stock transfer. Okay, so by default, lead machine, they will have some cases you need to use a chuck, and some cases you want to use a return. So this one is a spindle basically. So in certain cases, you have a primary spindle and secondary spindle. So if you want to make a stock transfer, then you just need to use these features. So this will be the idea on the button functionality that have inside our Inventor CAM itself. So let's go to our software. I'm really sorry. Right. So from our software perspective, so this will be example for one design. Okay, so one 3D model that have been created, and we are also, in this case, I already also create the setup and from primary spindle and secondary spindle. So like I mentioned before, if you want to use a CAM functionality, you need to install Inventor CAM, which included in the product design manufacturing collection itself. Or if you are looking for it, you can just search it Inventor CAM, then get the installer either from your managed account or from your ava.autodesk.com. So either one. Primary spindle and secondary spindle. So for this case, when you want to generate a G code, okay, so you need to right click, post process for each group that you already create. Okay, so for each group that we already create here, so the primary spindle and secondary spindle. Right, so this will be the first step that you need to know. Okay, so when you want to do a simulate, you can also do simulate by group or by function. So in this case, in this turning to axis, if I plan to make it simulate everything, I just select all, right click, and simulate for all. Or the shortcut will be a shift button with S for simulate. While if you want to make it only one, just click on one, right click, simulate. Okay, same process. Okay, so for this case, I want to make it the idea, I just want to simulate for everything. I just click on this group, simulate all, and then just move everything here. So this will be the process that you can be done. Okay, for turning process one. Okay, the general idea. Okay, let's go to our exercise, which is if you already install your Inventor CAM itself. So if you want to still follow the exercise, so you just need to go to this help and tutorial, browse example, choose tutorial 6 IPT. Okay, so everyone, I believe when you already install, you will get these features, these IPT parts together with your CAM. Shaded with edge. So easy to see. So from start, your operation will be nothing, and you need to set up first your CAM simulation. So in this case, to set up a turning machine, so you just need to click on this setup button. So by default, it will brings you as a milling setup. Okay, because this one as a block, rectangular block or square block. So to change your setup from a milling, okay, so you can change over here. They will have 4 types of setup. The first one is a milling, means you want to do milling, 3D milling or 2D milling. Turning means you want to create a lathe machine, CNC. Cutting using water jet or laser cut plasma, and also additive. Another one. So in this case, we are just focused on the first one, which is, I just click setup again. click on this turning and mill turn. Then your box will change. This one we call it as a stock. Your stock will change to here. So by default, in this case, your chuck will be in this position. So if you want to change into a different position, okay, you can click on this flip Z. Then your chuck will be at this side, at the back of your model. Okay, so if I click back, it will be in front of my model, and flip to make it go to the back. Okay, so you can also choose a primary spindle or secondary spindle that rotate. This one you can choose, depends on your machine setup. Right, so next, if you require to adjust your chuck location or chuck distance from your actual model, so you can use this method. Okay, so your chuck reference from model back, you can edit this value at -15. Then the location will change to here, and then hit OK. Right, so after you finish setup, okay, basically setup there will have another tabs. So you just need to right click edit to see the another tab, which is stock and post processor, only for the setup. Okay, for stock, if this object is start from the actual full cylinder, okay, means your raw material in a solid cylinder like this, then you need to use a fixed size cylinder. But in the case if your object is starting from a mold die cast, okay, you can use this from solid. So either one. So either you want to make it as a fixed size cylinder or from die cast. So either one. Okay, for box, I believe this one is not related to turning, because these two box is focused on milling process. Cylinder can focus here for turning. So either you choose a fixed or relative. But if you use this one, you also can change the diameter and so on. So in this case, I want to change the diameter to 105. Then you see that they will have some clearance on my cylinder in here. Okay, the length, the total length, which is the value, will become 110. Or if you want to change it into 120, then it will become a little bit longer. And the post processor, by default, it will be 1001. Any process, any setup that you create will start from 1001. But if you require to make it this one, turn 01. And then after this, when you create post processor and when you want to save the NC file, it will start from turn 01. And then you can continue turn 02 until the numbers, your post processor that you want here. Then hit OK. So settle with the setup. Okay, for turning, we only focus on this area. We just focus on this area. Okay, same like my slide presentation, we have a profile roughing, and profile finish. Okay, for these two, the different, same like grooving and single grooving. Okay, this one you create a lot of line of roughing of profile, but for finishing only one single line at the body. Okay, so groove and single groove is the same. Face and then parts and so on. So this will be the things that we will focus. Okay, I would like to start with the roughing first, the profile roughing first. So in this case, I just click on this profile roughing, and then you can see it will select everything. Okay, means your tools will start from here, from this location to here, because your chuck will be at this position. Okay, your chuck will be at this position. Okay, from the left until the right. Okay, so they will have two options on creating profile. Okay, either you want to make it as outside profile or inside profile. Okay, in this case, we will choose outside because your body don't have something like counter bore. If your body have something like counter bore, then you require to use inside profile. Okay, hope this one clear. Okay, so for this profile roughing, I will like to use a spindle speed 500 RPM only. Okay, and for the finishing letter, I will choose the higher speed of spindle. Okay, so this one only for roughing. So I want to make it my tools. I want to make sure that my tools can long lasting. If I use a high value of RPM, then my tools will easily to broke. Okay, so this case will be the first one, tools. Second one, which is geometry. Okay, if you require to have a clearance or to have something that you want to put offset for your model, then you can just type in here. For this case, I want to make it 10. Okay, from my model, 10 distance. So if I want to change back to 5, just click here 5. For the back location, okay, because of my model, my stock is 105. Because just now I just entered the original model diameter, which is 100 diameter. But my stock, which is 105. If I choose until here, what will happen at this area? They will have some left item that we need to do the second process. Okay, to avoid that, so you just need to click on here. This one is a front and this one is the end. Just like that. No need to click anything. And for the ready, okay, for the radius, so you can change. This will be your stock radius, stock OD plus 10 mm. Okay, this one is stock OD. Okay, the orange color is your clearance, means your tools will start anything from this orange color. Okay, means you will have a clearance for your tools to move to another parts. So in this case, 10 mm will be the location. Okay, you can change the value also together. Right, so this will be the most important parts. So for this case, the depth of cut, I just leave it 7.5. So later we'll see what the difference. Okay, and then I hit OK. So now I need to select the tools because of this one is a profile roughing and you need to use this type of tools. Okay, this type of tools. Okay, for grooving, you need to use tools something like this. Then for profiling, then just click here and let the software help you to simulate for you. Okay, 7.5. The depth cut. So in this case, I want to change the distance between one line to another line. So what I can do, I just can right click, edit, go back to this area, depth of cut, then I just change. Okay, this one already changed by default, already changed to 1.2. Then I want to make it 2.5. Okay, so you see the difference between 1.2 and 2.5 here. So change back again to 1.2. This one depends on how confident are you in your machine and how experienced are you using this your turning machine. So this one, I highly recommend you to make it, the value is not too big. Okay, so in this case, I just want to leave it as a 1.5. Okay, and then the tools will start every 1.5 mm to start cut your stock over here. Okay, so after I create roughing, then I realize something. So this area should be, we need to remove from start. So it means you need to do a face process here. Okay, so for a face process, so you just need to click on this face. Okay, just directly click on this area that you want to cut and then hit OK. Here and here, face and profile roughing. So this one is a sequence of your setup. Okay, so if you want to make it your roughing start first, then click on roughing first. Okay, but for this case, I want to make it my face start is a first operation, first process. Click on here. Okay, and then next process, which is we want to create a groove. Okay, so in this groove, I just need to go with this groove first, turning groove. Okay, so in this area, I just want to focus on here to here only, this distance only. Okay, because I don't want to waste my machining process. Okay, if I don't select the location for these two, what will happen? The machine will start from the front of your stock until the end of your stock. It will waste a lot of time. Okay, to optimize your process, so what you need to do, you need to make a proper selection in here. So click on groove, selection, which is here, and then click the front. You just need to click to here, and I put offset 2 mm. While for the back also, I just use selection to here, and the back offset will be -2 mm. Okay, so you can continue set up everything. So in this case, I want to do some changes on my clearance. So because at this area, we don't have anything yet already, because we already cut it using profile roughing. So I don't want to make it the grooving starting from the outside of my stock. So I want to make it a little bit faster. So what I can do, the outer radius, I just choose this one as a outer radius. And for the clearance also, I can use this method, which is use this radius 20.5 mm as my selection, and then set the offset in 10 mm value. Right? So far clear? And then hit on here, passes, change everything that you want to change. Okay, if you require to make it a little bit small value, you just can change to 1.7. Then for grooving, like I mentioned, you need to use the number 2 turning groove tools. Just double click. Okay, just start from here. No need to waste time starting from this outside. Okay, so for these 3 process, if you already okay with these 3 process, so what you can do, you can just right click everything, use your shift button or your control button from your keyboard, select everything, right click, simulate. Okay, for simulation for your turning or milling, so you can start something like this. So make sure that you on your tools. Okay, if you untick your tools, you cannot see these tools. For toolpaths mean the location of your the direction that the tools will go, the toolpaths here. And for the stock will be the green and some additional color on here. Okay, by default, it will show something like this without show transparency. Okay, so my suggestion, if you know your object material, so what you can do, you can just change here your colorization. Okay, choose use material, and then choose whatever material that you are using. Okay, so in this case, I use metal, for example. show transparency, and I just want to make sure that I tick on this stop on collision. Means if they have any intersection between your object, it will automatically stop the process. Then you can adjust. Okay, after done setup your for simulation, so you just need to click on this play button. So face mill, profile roughing, so you can make it the movement a bit faster. Okay, after you done with this, the third process, which is this one, the grooving. Okay, this one have one intersect, then it's okay. So becomes something like this. Something like this. Okay, so in this case, if you require more to make it more detailed, so you can use a finishing which is profile finish. So you just need to click on this profile finish, and the method and the concept will be same like profile roughing. So choose tools. Okay, make it set front and end. OD is very clear, just use the same one. Okay, so this one you can change the value if you want, if not, just hit OK. So by default, the profile roughing will help you to generate only for this outer location. Right, so while for the next one, which is if you require additional features, some sort of this one, chamfering. Okay, you can also use this chamfer. Okay, then you just hit whatever chamfer that you require here. Then you can make it a chamfer. So you just need to click on this chamfer here, for example, and I hit OK. Okay, the process will be go to here. Okay, same goes to another chamfer, the second chamfer, which is here. Then hit OK for chamfering. So you can also change the clearance for your turning machine CNC. Right, so to add on, to make it this process more powerful, so anything that you do from this cam, it will automatically regenerate after you edit your model. So in this case, when I go to my model back and I go back to this, this one is start from revolution, edit my sketching, and suddenly I want to change the dimension and so on. So for this case, I just want to make it this line vertical first. Okay, and then I want to change the distance from one point to another point. In this case, I just want to make it 1 to 5. Okay, this area I just want to make it 40, and this one 10. This one 10. This one I make it 25 here. So as you can see, when I click on finish sketch, my model will be automatic or will be updated. Okay, then if I go back to my cam, all the process, all the setup that we already done will appear X mark. Okay, to generate again, so you just need to go to this setup, right click, generate toolpath all again. So the software will help you to generate again, and then you just can see back, just try to take a look on your simulation again. Okay, after you done with this process, the last process that I want to show, which is post processor. Okay, in this case, I am using the turning machine, the lathe machine. So what the simplest method to configure my post processor, which is click on here, choose turning first, and then select whatever machine that you require, or if you not really sure on these things, okay, you can also download the new post processor from Autodesk portal. Okay, if you require that processor, you just can let us know, we can help you to download. Okay, so in this case, I just want to make it has turning. By default, already make it as a turn 01 and click post. This one I just make it 1001 first. Okay. Okay, for this hash processor, this will be my result for my turning. Right, so as you can see, these have a phase process, profile roughing, and go to the next process, which is chamfer, grooving, and so on. Okay, if you don't want to show this type of process here, so what you can do, you can go back into your post processor. Okay, so just try to look on here. Okay, output stop. Then you can just go everything here and change the things on here. Sequence number, yes. Chip conveyor, yes, if any. Okay, so this one I change back to my FANUC. Okay, right tool list. If you want, just can hit yes or no. Sorry, 1002. Okay, right to list, yes. Right, so that will be the things that I want to share. So let me check because I see they have checked. All right, so today's topic is focused on turning. Okay, this topic is a turning cam. Okay, for a milling cam, okay, you can go to our YouTube channel because before I already done with one topic which is included here on our YouTube channel. So you can go to YouTube. Okay, just type in Acadsystems Sdn Bhd. So this cam simulation for Milton and also milling we already done here. Okay, you can check out our video and learn that. If you have any question, you just put any comment. So we will respond you at that. Thanks for the question, Mr. Tan. Right, so is there any question anymore? So I will introduce you one more things. Okay, this one which is our YouTube channel. Okay, don't forget to YouTube, search for Acadsystems Sdn Bhd. Click on the subscribe and this bell button. Okay, to get more info of our free online lesson. This free online lesson is totally free. Okay, you can join this training, this free online lesson at any time that we already done. Or if you already missed out the free online lesson, you can also watch on our YouTube channel. Okay, so the things that I present just now is related to Inventor CAM. So Inventor CAM is one of software that included in our product design manufacturing collection. Right, so whenever that you install Inventor, you need to install Inventor CAM to get access for your CAM simulation. Okay, this will be the things that already included in our product design manufacturing collection bundle. Okay, you can also create a NAS run for FEA analysis, CAM for just now, turning, milling, and also Milton. Okay, so nesting to do arrangement of your parts in one sheet and to create a factory design. Okay, this you can install all the plugin in your Inventor itself. Right, so I believe that will be the things. Right, so I have one more question from Jason. Can we have e-certificate? Right, I give you my email address. Okay, so my email address here, I just type in on the screen. Okay. So drop me an email. Okay, so because you are request for a certificate, so we do also have a full course that will cover everything in 2 or 3 days online courses. Okay, but for this case, for free online lesson, we do not provide anything. But if you require anything that related to get a certification, so drop me an email. So we will work on it. So we will email on you. We will try to arrange the full classes that you can learn lots. right? So I do believe that will be the things for today. And I would like to thanks for everyone that joining from our YouTube and also for our Zoom meeting. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, and stay safe. Make sure that you wear your mask everywhere. Okay, I will end this free on a lesson for today. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.